Hello and welcome back to the TeamMETA College Conference Spring Showdown. I, as always, will be your host, Austin, Osta, whatever you'd like to call me. And today we have, you know it, another doubleheader up for you tonight. We're going to have a heck of a game for you for the first one. It's going to be Simon Fraser University up against Mitchell College. And after that, we're going to have a quick second match, which should be the likes of North Arizona University facing off against Fresno State. So should be four great teams really going head-to-head in the pitch tonight, and we are super excited to see these teams really come to life, show us some top-class Rocket League, and show us what they've been working on over the last few weeks to try and get an edge over the competition as we progress here into the tournament. We go into game one of the best of five between Simon Fraser University and Mitchell College, heading down into the pitch. The first kickoff underway. Chapstick wants to chase this over off the ceiling. He does. He gets it down over off the top crossbar and steals here to try and touch it away. It's back over towards Fu. He smacks in a shot, and that one's going to connect. 11 seconds in, and already Simon Fraser have taken the first goal. They're going to be looking to try and get a second one here, though, and Rubs gets that initial touch, but it doesn't manage to keep the ball away from this orange side net, and Mitchell College need to try and fight to get this one out. It's back over. It's going to be going over towards Chapstick, and he actually fires off a shot. Fu ends up blocking it slightly, and Cheese comes through to try and smack in one of his own, but he's not able to find it. It's back over. Chapstick, potential for a shot. He manages to center it up. Cheese comes through, can't hit the additional shot, and that's going to lead this ball back into the corner, but Cheese takes it out, gets himself in front of the ball, and just taps it in directly in front of two Mitchell College defenders. What great play coming out of him, and with it, Simon Fraser go up 2-0. They're going to be looking to just try and hold on to this lead, carry throughout the game. And Seamly Fu tries to set up another shot, isn't quite able to do it. It's going to be him following through with one more, and he manages to smack in a second for himself and a third for the team. SFU leading 3-0. An early touch. And now over to Chapstick, who wants to try and play this one over. It's back down over towards Fu, and oh, he's not able to find the inside of the box. Now it's going to be heading back over towards Cheese. He wants to try and get this over, hits the ceiling. Cheese coming through again. The shot doesn't find its way in, and now Steele wants to try to get the counterattack underway. It's back over to Fu. He gets this onto the right wall. Does manage to try and get it past a second, but he's not able to find a way past Steele. But Forrest, he delays that shot just a bit. It keeps it centered, and that allows an easily taken ball from Simon Fraser to send its way right back over towards Mitchell College. And now it's Cheese, just killing the ball in mid. No connection there from Dirty Forest initially. Steele has to try to go back, try to get it away. He tries to touch it out of harm's way, but it finds its way touched right back in. 3:05. And 4 goals already scored. 3 minutes left to play with. And now with about 25 seconds to go, Chapstick finds his way in front of the ball. Cheesed, backing up to try and get this one boomed away, and he's just trying to set up Fu. It's a shot towards the net, and now Chapstick wants to try and play this over out of the orange corner. He does manage to try and set this one up. Forrest gets it out, but Cheesed following through right away, right again, and Rubs wants to try and play this one away. He isn't quite able to get the touch. That's back over to Chapstick. He wants to set it up towards mid. Cheesed already waiting to try and smack it in, but Fu comes through from the side and gets it in himself straight into the top left corner, and that's a 5-0 lead now. SFU showing Mitchell College who is boss and going off to a strong start here in the best of five. 5. Steel takes a hit. It goes over towards the blue, finds its way in front of this corner, and now he's looking to try and get it away from Cheese. Forrest has the same idea, tries to do it. Cheese hits that ball away, and it doesn't find its way into the box. It's over off the top. That's going to find its way right back over into Steel, and now it's going to be Cheese just waiting along the goal line, ready to try and touch that one away. Steel, another hit past one, but Chapstick comes through to hammer it back over into the Mitchell College end. It's going to be touched by Dirty Forrest, back over to Chapstick, and now Steel needs to try and reassert himself here because the ball is in the middle. He wants to try and get this in front of the net. SFU, he finds it on the left wall, and with 90 seconds to go, Cheese is just looking to try and get one more here, get this gap a little bit further out, and Chapstick's the one to deliver on that goal. A pass right back to him, and now with 85 seconds to play with, SFU are leading 6-0. Game 1 just going completely the way of the blue-sided SFU right now. They are just managing to maintain control of this ball and really not allow Mitchell College to take any real hits back over towards their net, but now Steel finds one, goes up, wants to take this first shot, isn't quite able to find the timing, and now it's going to be Dirty Forrest forced to get back in. He misses. It's back to Cheese. A back pass over to Chapstick, and that's just going to roll its way towards the net, but Rubs, a quick touch away, wants to go up and chase. Can't quite find his way in front of the ball, and that's going to be Fu looking to just try and touch this back towards mid. It's past 1, it's past 2. Fu finds it in the corner. It's a pinch back over towards mid. Chapstick's here, rolls it towards net. Forrest denies. Now Cheese just intercepts, turns around, wants to get this back over towards that Mitchell College net, and Fu comes through to try and take the ball off his hood, wants to try and hit it in himself, but it's going to be touched away by Forrest. Cheese takes it to the corner again, manages to get it onto the wall, but with limited boost here, he doesn't really have a way to play it in front of the net, and Chapstick comes through to do it himself. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 15 seconds left of the match, and it's looking like Simon Fraser going to take this one 6-0. Mitchell College, they try to put up a good fight, but the aggression out of the blue just too much here for game 1. But as we go into game 2, are we going to see more domination from SFU, or will Mitchell College bite back? Jumping into game 2, SFU dominating through game 1, but can they do it again as it jumps into the second kickoff? Rubs manages to get that ball over into the blue off the kickoff, but Steel, the ball stolen away from him right before touching, and now it's back over towards Fu. Oh no, actually towards Cheese. Fu up on the wall, just waiting to see if perhaps he can come down and throw any sort of disaster into the works for the Mitchell side. But right now it's just Cheese finding the ball and smacks it over the hood of 2 remaining defenders. He finds the first goal, and it only takes around 20 seconds. It's over towards Cheese once again, and he's looking just to try and get this ball back into contention right away. He gets it over near net, takes it up here into the orange corner. Steel looking to try and go up to deny. Oh, Cheese not quite able to hit that touch, and now the ball just floating over. Still so close to this Mitchell College goal, but it's not going to be able to find its way inside is what we say, but Cheese flies in from the right wall and secures up a second. Great play coming out of him and the rest of the Simon Fraser University side. Chapstick looking to try and connect in mid, isn't quite able to hit the touch. Seemingly Fu wants to try and follow as well, but Forrest now with an opportunity finds it deep over here into the Simon Fraser side, but unfortunately for him, teammate's just a little bit too slow on the come up, can't quite jump into assist him, and that leads to a 1v3 where the ball just turns right back on its heel and finds its way up against the Mitchell goal once again. Dirty Forrest wants to try and get this away. It's over towards mid. Chapstick to follow, doesn't hit the shot. It's still towards Cheese, and it's kept over here in front of the net, and Chapstick comes through, secures in a third, and now it's a hat trick lead now, 3-0, as Mitchell College still hunting for their first. Rubs fires in a shot that almost nearly finds its way in, but it's quickly denied by 2 quick defenders, and now it's Steel looking to try and get it away over towards this left wall. He wants to try and play it, but a little bit too slow on that touch. It just allows Chapstick to take it right before him, and now Cheese fighting this in mid, needs to touch it away. That center denied, but Steel still here, manages to get it back towards mid. Oh, but it's quickly touched right away, and now it's back over towards this orange net. Dribbles that wall over into a center, and now Cheese looking to see if perhaps he can get this down over to Chapstick. Ready and waiting. Oh, it gets hammered off of that top crossbar, and now Fu looking to try and get this away. He manages to touch it, but it's still over into this blue corner. Cheese follows it out, takes it to the wall. A pass over to Chapstick, just sending it to the opposite side of the pitch, and now it's him looking to try and see perhaps if he can set up a goal. Fu just floating there to perhaps see if a pass will come directly towards him, but Cheese now looking to try and play this away over towards the orange corner. Takes it high, wants to set up for a ceiling shot, doesn't quite have the position, fakes off it, and that leads back into Mitchell College, booming it away. But Cheese already back on this, gets in the way, touches it down, Fu to follow, and Chapstick to follow as well. That's centering that ball straight up, but again, nobody from SFU there to secure. Dirty Forest back over towards the net. Fu actually doesn't quite get the touch on it, but manages to get there in the end. Chases it over into his own corner. Tries to get this away. Steele fires off a shot, but now we're into the final 100 seconds, and we're in it to SFU still leading 3-0. Mitchell, it's got to be a fast 3 goals here to fight their way back in and tie it back up at 3-all. And right now, Cheesed is just looking to try and set up Chapstick. It's a down pass, ends up being a 50, a pinch back over towards this corner. Chapstick waiting, he finds the shot, and that's going to be a 4th. 4-0, 80 seconds to go, and Mitchell College, their backs against the wall. They need to try and at least find something here so they can start getting some confidence back, go into game 3, and at least be ready to smack in some goals. But it's still in this corner. Chapstick looking to try and dribble it across. It's back to the right wall, and Rub's just waiting to see how this will drop. It goes to Cheese. He takes it to the orange corner again, and now it's Fu following this one through. It's back over towards mid. Forrest to follow. It's back over into the blue corner, and Forrest wants to try and chase this one over, wants to see if he can set up a center, but Chapstick just going to kill it to the corner again. Cheese going to start to play it out, and it's going to be right back over. Rubs manages to touch it, but Cheese immediately taking it back, and now Chapstick, a nice little center coming through, doesn't quite find any players there to smack it in for the blue side, and Fu just going to play around here with Dirty Forest over in this corner, playing this ball slow, just managing to maintain the possession, and with 20 seconds to go, Chapstick might find a 5th. Cheesed here, perhaps still looking for it. 20 seconds again. And unfortunately for Mitchell College, it looks like game 2 going to be going the way of Simon Fraser as well. 4-0 so far. And now it is going to be a game 3 situation. It's do or die time for Mitchell College. They either need to win out all 3 or drop the 3rd. It's one of the 2. Are they going to win or lose? And Steele gifted a goal here at the end just to add a little bit of gift at the end of the game. But we'll jump into game 3 here in just a few seconds. Mitchell College versus SFU. It finds it with SFU leading 2-0, looking to try and strike in a quick 3-0 sweep. It's over already towards Cheese. He wants to set up Fu. Fu waiting to receive, but doesn't manage to hit that ball back over towards net. It's Forrest to try and clear it away. It's back over towards mid. Chapstick takes an initial shot. Is that in? Oh my goodness, it bounces straight off the top crossbar and just floats there along the goal line for so long. Finally, it gets touched in, but what a shot from the wall to set that one up. Now Cheese has to try and touch this one away. Manages to get it back over into mid, and oh my goodness, Steele fires off a banger of a shot right into the bottom of the net, but what a save coming out of the Simon Fraser side. They deny the equality, and now Rub's finding the ball, needs to try and find a good touch. He does, gets it past 2, but Chapstick immediately on it. Steele needs to try and get this away, and Fu, he's just playing it patient. A touch past 1, it's over towards the corner. Fu still with the potential to play this ball. Forrest manages to force him off, but he still drops right back in front of the ball and manages to get this over towards Chapstick. Now Chap looking to try and set in a goal himself. It's a little too high, but Cheese is here to follow. It's a touch right back over towards the box. Fu keeps it high, keeps it off the ceiling. Chapstick manages to get it back over towards that Mitchell College end, but not able to find its way into the box yet. Chap still following this into the corner. A back pass over, doesn't find Cheese, but it finds Fu, and Cheese still sitting here near the net waiting to see if a pass will come through. It doesn't. Fu gonna back this over. Chapstick takes it. It goes straight into the ceiling, and Chap managing to win out a double 50 there against Steel and managing to secure up a goal himself. 2-0. Take a look at the scoreboard really quickly. Chapstick leading with 2 goals over there on the Simon Fraser side. And with it, Simon Fraser lead the game 2-0. Looking to, of course, hold on to their goalless streak that they've had throughout games 1 and games 2. And Cheese just takes it off the wall and air dribbles it in. What a nice play from him. 3 minutes left on the clock and 3 goals scored. Seemly Fu wants to try and back this over towards mid. Chapstick a little over-aggressed to be able to hit it in time. Now Cheesed trying to fight his way back in. It's over. He wants to try a little bit of an air dribble once again, and he's able to set up Chapstick, the hat trick for that man, as Cheesed, yet another impressive aerial performance just to set up another goal right in front of the net. Looking to try and perhaps get a 5th goal. That's almost... Oh, no. I said that was almost heartbreaking. It goes into full-on heartbreak. A touch off your own crossbar. You have to do it sometimes, but unfortunately there, Mitchell College, it ends up giving up a goal. And Fu wants to see if perhaps he can steal away a goal right there off the kickoff. It's back over into the play where Cheese wants to try and set this up. He can't quite, and Forrest is going to touch it back over towards the right wall. It does find Fu, and now he wants to see if he'll be allowed to take this away. Rubs, a nice shot back towards net. That one, is it on? It is, but it's so slow. It's not able to find its way in before the final 2 defenders get there. And that's going to be a little unfortunate. Potentially the first goal on board for Mitchell College, denied there by really just velocity itself. Seemly Fu, a back pass over to Cheesed. He's looking to set up another one, goes for a flip reset actually, but he isn't able to get it. A defender goes up to meet him right up top, and actually you could see Cheese there was just a little bit, he was just waiting there, patient, waiting for a ball to come his way. The defender's marking him, and Chapstick actually able to come in and slap in a goal himself uncontested. Well played there from Simon Fraser, and going into the final 100 seconds, they lead 6-0, not too dissimilar from the Game 1 scenario we saw. And Mitchell, they're trying their best to get something out of this, try to fight their way in. If they can find a few goals in a row here, there is still an opportunity, but for right now, it is just so dominant over from Simon Fraser. They do manage to set it right down into dirty, but it's quickly touched. And now Cheese wants to hit this away. Gets it back over towards net. Cheese actually following a quick denial there right along the goal line, but Chapstick just gonna lightly touch it. A nice angle there from right on top of the goal and smacks in a 7th. Throughout this match, there have been 18 goals scored. Every one of them scored by the SFU side. Mitchell College locked to nothing so far. Are they going to be able to find one before the conclusion of this game? Only time will tell. Steele looking to try and read off against that wall. It's back over towards mid. Cheese seeing the ball. Perhaps an opportunity to try and score here. He finds it in the corner. Steele wants to try and touch it away. He can't. Oh my goodness, in an unfortunate scenario. 2 defenders missing that ball from Mitchell College, but in their defense, 20 seconds to go. Unfortunately for them, SFU is going to take this match in a clean 3-0 sweep. They've scored 19 goals throughout the course of this game, and of course there was one scored on the SFU side, but of course I'm going ahead and counting that for SFU. They were the one that scored it, of course. And 3 seconds left. Oh my goodness, they're gonna get a 20th right at the end. And 9-0, SFU showing a masterclass performance and coming out strong, winning this match and taking it 3-0. Jumping into game 1 of the best of 5, it's Fresno State on the orange, North Arizona University on the blue, and we're straight into the first kickoff. Blazin' Owl has to go onto the wall, tries to get it away from Manny. And that's actually a very close shot. Almost pogos its way right up into the box, but now Owl wants to try to turn it right back on its heel. Manny, a quick save. Remick has to come in here to try and get himself into the play. Almost sinks in the shot, but denied by that top crossbar. And now it's back over to Manny, trying to just boom it away. Hamio has to jump in front of it. He is actually going to be able to maintain some possession here and looks to see if he can dribble this away. Gets it past one. Can he get past anybody else? He can't, but Remick's there to set it up. Already there to try and get himself into the play, but Fish going up to support Owl. Him and Manny, going up to support Manny as Owl tries to take the ball, but the ball going to be quickly sunk right back over towards that NAU side of the pitch, and now Owl a potential shot. Manny quickly killing it away. Remick wants to get a play on board himself, but missing the ball now. Manny, oh, he was so close to just having an uncontested shot, but it's not going to make it there. Hyena tries to sink in another one right there in the back, but not going to work out, and now it's going to be just a fight for possession over into this corner. It's right back over towards Manny. Remick in the corner wants to try and fight this away. Fish actually goes up to try and read it, but can't quite hit the connection back towards net. It floats back over towards this Fresno State side, and you're seeing just a back and forth affair. Both teams looking to try and just get this ball in front of the other net. I mean, obviously, there's no goals on the board. You want to try to be the first one to strike, and Remick, an opportunity. The ball almost finds its way in, but it's saved along the goal line, and it floats there for a few more seconds, but it still doesn't find its way into the box. Manny wanting to set this up in front of the Arizona side. He does manage to get an initial touch, but is it going to be off? It doesn't quite. The ball ricocheting off the left side of that net. Now it's over to Manny. Oh, Owl going to intercept, but Fish, Hyania already here just to try and fight their way back in, and oh, Haya tries to go up to hit one in himself, but it's not quite going to work out. It's right back over to Hamio. He's trying to get this as far into the Fresno side as he can, and unfortunately, all three Arizona players forced up in here. They're forced off their goal, and that shot could have found its way into an uncontested net, but it's a little too slow. They're able to get back in, get in the way, and able to deny any sort of aggression out of the Fresno side, but still hungry for goals here, and a demo's gonna come through, which allows Hyania to come on in with the first goal of the game. It takes us about 2 minutes 40, but Fresno State gonna strike first. It's over towards mid. Owl, he's gonna lob one towards net, and that one finds its way in. Oh my goodness, and it's right back to an equalized scoreline. NAU not going to allow it uncontested for long. Blazing Owl comes out strong and manages to slap in the equalizer. So now 2 minutes to go. We find ourselves back in a very familiar situation, and Fish gonna be trying to see if he can set anything up here. Tries to get it away. Manny has to go up to meet there against a blue side aggressor, and it's Hyania to try and get this away. It's back over towards mid. Remick wants to try and set this up towards net. Can't quite hit the initial touch. Too many defenders, and Hamio jumping back into the play on his end. Back over now. The ball lobbing towards net, but it's not going to find its way in front. Final 100 seconds now being entered into, and Hamio wants to drop that ball straight down. Oh, Remick wants to try and slap it in at the last second, and he's just barely off the ball at that time. It's Hamio still in the corner, wants to get this ball out of his own end, meets there against, I believe that was Hayamiya, it was, and Fish now over on the wall looking to try and get it to Manny. Manny hits the connection, but not able to save it away from net. That ball, it's finding its way over, and oh, Fish has to jump up to deny right along the goal line, now looking to try and get it away, but Remick's still here trying to force this issue. It's back towards mid. Hamio finds the ball and sinks in the shot. A lightning fast pass play right along the goal line ends with a 1-goal lead for NAU, taking back the goal that they had scored against them oh so early on and turning it on its head. And now we find ourselves a 1-goal lead over for the blue. Ioneo wants to set up somebody towards mid. Fish is setting up for it, but quickly intercepted by Remick. And now it's Manny back on the ball. Back over towards this left wall. Owl wants to chase this over onto the right wall, and he is actually going to set this up towards mid. Fish wants to chase this. It's back over towards Remick. It goes over to the backboard, and oh, Fish going to just quickly touch it away. 30 seconds to go, and actually now Hamio's the only one back, and he misses the ball. Fish going to just take that all the way into the Arizona side, flicks it into the net, and just like that, we're all tied up again. 25 seconds to go, and almost another goal being scored right there off the kickoff. A very nice save on the Fresno side to deny it, and now with only 15 seconds left, it's either golden goal or overtime here. And honestly, for these teams, I don't know which one will be better, but almost certainly with 6 seconds to go, unless we can see Fresno trying to slap out something here in the last few seconds, or perhaps Arizona as they get this ball deep over into the Fresno side. Owl gonna keep it in the corner. Remick goes up to try and meet. That ball's on, but the time perhaps saving Fresno State here right at the buzzer as we enter into overtime. It's golden goal, ladies and gentlemen. Whichever one of these teams can score the next one will take away game one of the best of 5, a tense game so far, and certainly gonna be a tense match as these teams are so desperate to try and score. Look at that. Haya almost able to smack in another one, but it's not quite gonna work out. We're 20 seconds in now. Owl gonna pinch it there off of Manny actually, and off the corner to get this ball very far now into the Fresno side. Remick wants to force the issue. Fish has to go up to save. Hamio tries to set up a center. He does, and Owl there to try and slap it in, but a defender jumps up in time to deny, and now it's Remick trying to fight back up here on the blue side wall. He wants to try and touch this away. Starts getting it over towards the Fresno goal, but Manny gonna intercept him. Gonna keep that ball over towards the orange wall, and now it's Owl still finding an opportunity perhaps, but Fish, that's a lob. Finding its way over. Remick passes down, but Manny's waiting for it. Manny takes one. Owl sends it straight up. Haya tries to smack it in. Fish is coming up. Is he gonna be able to find anything though? It's still floating towards net. Remick finds the ball, bumps it away towards mid, bumps it even closer to that net, and Manny has to jump up to pinch it away from net. Owl still here, wants to try to set up an attack. He's trying to find an approach here, but Manny just goes all the way up and shuts it down. Remick killing it back to this blue corner, but Owl wants to fight his way back up here into the midfield. Haya reading out against him, and now it's right back over to Remick. Oh my goodness, Hamio, he has to try to save this. He does, but it drops right next to the goal. Owl touches it away, and it is just back and forth, one shot after another coming out here, and it has to be rapid saves followed by rapid shots, and Remick's gonna hit the last. 3-2, and NAU take the first. A nail-biting game one ends with North Arizona taking the first game of the 5-game series, but now we head into game two, and Manny immediately looking for this first goal. They know over on the Fresno side that they're able to hold out here and that they're able to still fight into this match, and they are looking to equalize this series right now. Ionia finds it over into the corner. Now it's over towards Manny. He wants to try and hit this back towards mid. Fish waiting. It's going to be ending up over near Haya again, though, and he's just going to try and play this off the wall. Hamio waiting over towards mid, but it's actually Remick to try and fight back in there. He does get a connection, gets it back over to the left wall, and Hamio wants to go out to play. A demo from Fish, though, opens up that net, and oh my goodness, what a fast shot, but it hits the right crossbar. But Haya wants to send another one in. Hamio's not going to allow it, and every single one of the shots out of the Fresno State side denied. Nobody able to secure it from them, and Blazing Owl gets it over in front of the orange net to slam in the first one for NAU. Wow, what a long series of attacks just going straight over towards that blue net, and Manny, that's just an unfortunate backflip at that moment. It's back over towards the right wall. Fish wants to try and play this back into the blue side of the pitch, but it's Remick still just trying to fight this out of the corner. Owl goes up for a connection, can't quite hit it. Haya forced back into this play. Hamio, it's back over to the right wall. Fish following, now into the blue corner. Owl sees this coming down towards him, wants to go up, try to touch it away. Manny's there trying to get a touch on the ball as well. Nobody quite able to find one. Remick gets it centered, but not quite centered enough. Quickly cleared away. Now back over towards the blue side of the pitch. It's centering up. Manny goes for a shot. Remick's there to deny. Now it's back over to Haya. He wants to try and get this out. It's back over towards Fish, and oh my goodness, he's going to have an opportunity to center this up. He does, and it's back over towards the middle of the pitch, and Remick just chasing this one up the right wall. He wants to get it away, and you can see Haya, he just wants to try and set something up for his team. Fish trying to take a shot. It's over off the backboard. Haya comes forward to slap it in, but gets met right along the line by a defender, and nobody from NAU even wants to give up one goal here in game number two. It has been an aggressive side out of Fresno ever since the start of game number 2. But look at this. It's just shot after shot coming out and clear after clear out of the camp of NAU. They are doing a good job, but oh my goodness, an opportunity arising. Gets a little bit too close for comfort, but luckily for NAU, they're not able to give it up yet. Fresno trying to fight back over here, find themselves a way to get this ball out of their own side of the pitch. Manny finally going to have an opportunity at it. The ball's bouncing low. It's back over towards Remick, back over towards mid-pitch. Hamio, Owl trying to set up here, trying to see if an opportunity will arise, and it goes back mid. It's back over towards Fish, and actually getting touched back towards this North Arizona goal a little bit too much. And Manny, oh my goodness, he fires one off. Fish follows through, but it's not able to connect. And Owl, he just hits it cross pitch. He just hits the ball, tries to clear, and is gifted a goal for the efforts. And now North Arizona leading with 2-0 going into the final 100 seconds. And Fresno, we know that they've been so aggressive this game. They've been doing such a good job at just accumulating pressure over towards that blue net. But they need to now find 2 goals to get themselves back into overtime, and that could be the first, but it's denied. It goes sky high, but the follow-up shot, that's denied as well. The crossbar just saving it against that lightning-fast counter shot, and now Fish wants to go up, met there by Owl. It's Hyania trying to take advantage of an open net. It's back over to Hamio. Now jumping back in front of the net, it's Remick coming through. Hamio to try and follow. The ball getting back into the Fresno State side, and that's a dangerous spot to have it in, but somehow they survive. Fresno, they touch it away just in time before North Arizona can fight their way back in, and now you're seeing it's just a fight for possession right now. Everybody on the North Arizona side knowing that if they just hold on to this one, it will come away with a victory, but Fresno, they're still fighting. They're still looking for an opportunity. 40 seconds to go. That could be the first, and it's in. Oh my goodness, it's not. It finds the crossbar. It's such a narrow shot, but Hyania comes through to save. Hits it down from right above the backboard, and that's the first of 2 needed to get into overtime. Back towards mid. Hyania finds the ball. It's back over towards Owl. He does manage to center this up a bit, and Hamio's just going to drop it in front of the box. Remick comes through to try and finish the job. Hamio tries to do it himself as well, but nobody able to get that ball into the box, and now it's dangerous. The ball finds its way onto an orange side aggressor, gets dribbled back over into the blue, and now Fish trying to look for a hit. Hyania trying to follow it up. Nobody able to find anything yet from Fresno and Owl. He just needs to kill this ball, and he will. 2-0. North Arizona get match point. North Arizona University at match point now, 2-0, and Fresno, their backs against the wall. A reverse sweep now needed to get themselves back into it, but the kickoff already setting this ball up into a scoring position. Fish tries to take the shot. He's not able to find it, and Remick has to go to clear this one away. Hyania's there. He centers it back over towards Manny, and Manny's gonna hit the shot. A fast one straight into the top right corner of the goal, and that's the first one found for Fresno State. They're here to win, and they're looking to get a second too. How did they hit that? Fish just able to deliver another one in under 2 seconds, and now 2-0. Fresno State off to a nice lead here in game number 3, and we've seen that they're able to be aggressive. They're able to get some offensive opportunities over towards net, but so far Fate has just not been allowing it. Well, Fate and the defenders of the Arizona side, because they have been doing a great job at just clearing away every shot, but finally 2 break through. And Fresno perhaps trying to look to capitalize. Manny finding a way to perhaps center this up. Hyania takes the shot. It doesn't find its way in, but Manny's still following, tries to get it into that tight left angle. Just try to slip it into that bottom left corner, but it's not going to be rewarded. Remick needs to try and get this into the box. He doesn't quite hit the shot, and Hamio not able to get there in time either. It's Manny, a fast shot back to get it on net. It forces out Chimp Soap, who's actually subbing in now for the Arizona side, taking the place of the Blazing Owl. And now we're going to be seeing, will this ball find its way back over into the Fresno side? There's 2 goals needed to equalize this all up, and now you're going to see whether or not Fresno can hold on to this lead, or if this match will conclude in 3. Right now, Remick Trying just to maintain possession as he's over in the Fresno side, but it's quickly ripped away, and now Hyania getting it back over towards mid. Fish waiting along that wall, but it's going to go a little bit past him. Chimp Soap able to get it back over towards Remick. This ball just going to float back down over towards the net. No boost there for Remick, and Chimp going to be able to fight his way back up here, but that lob leaves it over towards contesting for the orange side in Arizona. Oh, they have to send everybody out to try and get that one away. Remick has to slow it. He manages to stop it along the goal line, but Chimp doesn't know which way it's going to come. He's caught sideways in the goal, and now a hat-trick lead for Fresno State as they keep the goose egg on the board for North Arizona. They are doing a great job this game at just really adding on to the pressure they'd shown throughout games 1 and 2, and really just come out here and be ready to play an offensive game plan. Don't open up the defensive line, don't open up any shots at your own net, and just keep hitting everything, and that's exactly what Fish is gonna do. 4-0 now, and I think the question everybody's asking is, where was this Fresno State in game 1 and 2? And for that, I'll answer it, because we've seen this Fresno State throughout the entire game. They've been inserting themselves into the play. They've been making sure that their shots are accurate and going towards that box, and finally they are getting gifted with the opportunity to make it work against North Arizona. They've figured out the game plan, and they're now able to fight their way in here and find shot after shot. Perhaps another one. Manny fires it. Oh, Hamio's gonna deny. And now if you're looking at the North Arizona side, the NAU that's been looking so strong throughout this match, you have to start thinking, how do they fight their way back in here? And really, it's just gonna come down to holding down your mechanics, making sure that you're in front of the ball, and at the end of the day, it's gonna have to be a little bit of luck. A 4-goal lead is incredible coming out of Fresno, and it might even come out to 5-0. Oh, it's not quite going to work out yet. Fish, it's over into the corner. Chimp able to hit it straight back into mid. Manny has to force that issue. Remick goes forward to block, but it still finds its way into the blue side of the pitch. Hamio goes for a block. He is able to get that clear away, but an unfortunate double bump over on the side of NAU forces both of those players up onto the wall, and now the ball back over towards mid. Chimp goes forward, takes a touch, keeps it into the Fresno side, but it's still finding its way back to the wall. 75 seconds to go, and it's got to be said, NAU, they are looking mortal in this one. Fresno just coming out strong with some very nicely placed shots and some very fast counterplay just to really shut NAU out of game number 3. We're in the final 60. And it's really a question of if NAU can put any shots on board, because right now the ball just being bullied along in their own back line. Nobody really able to find a way to get it out. Hamio does finally do it. It's back over towards Fish. He's looking to try and take a shot, though. Oh, and that one gonna be denied by the defender, but Manny actually keeps it near. It's still near Hyania, and he could perhaps set this up. Fish is up, goes for the initial touch, manages to just get a pogo, and it's over back into that blue corner. Chimp tries to get the ball away, isn't quite able to clear, and that's a quick pass to Hyania, who smacks in a 5th. Wow. Fresno really showing up here in game number 3, and you love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a game number 4, and perhaps a game number 5 if Fresno can hold up this really spectacular level of play they're showing. So the final 10 seconds, NAU with the ball on their side of the pitch. We'll see what they do with it, but game 3 definitely going to be going the way of Fresno, and Manny going to deliver a 6th. Oh my gosh, well that will do it. Fresno gonna take game number 3, 6-0, and for NAU, they're leading 2-1 in the series, but Fresno gonna be looking to equalize as we get right in to game number 4. As we kick into game number 4, Fresno dominating their way through game 3 to make it here. We're going to have to see, will NAU shut them up, or will Fresno complete their reverse sweep? But now you're seeing they've actually subbed Blazing Owl back in over on the NAU side, and we're going to have to see, will he be able to be that piece that denies any more goals from being scored over here into the NAU goal? Well, Manny trying to set something up. It's back over to Hyamia, and now it's back over to Fish, who's trying to see see if he'll be allowed to take any sort of attack in that one. Oh my goodness, nobody connects with it from the Fresno side, but it still doesn't find the inside of the box. How unfortunate there for NAU. A wide open net and a shot that should have gone in, but now Fish, he wants to get this one over, and man, he's setting up for it, but Hamio denies the just straight pass from the ceiling straight back down onto Manny. Doesn't manage to find the inside of the net, but you can see the desperation here on the pitch. Every player hunting for a goal right now, and Owl has to go through to deny another. Manny keeping the ball deep here into the NAU side though, and you can see it's already setting up to try and be another attack. Fish over off the backboard, gets it down to Hamio, who quickly touches away, and Manny trying to chase this one out of his own end, gets it into the corner. Hamio chasing. You can see it's just a fight right now to try and get it away. Hayamiya does manage to get there and get one over back into the Fresno, or back into the NAU side, and Fresno's still looking to try and find some way through. We're about 2 minutes in here to game number 4. No goals yet scored, and the ball being centered up over towards that Fresno side, but it's not able to find its way inside just yet. Hamio wants to keep it there, though. Hayamiya not being allowed to clear just yet. Remick tries to come in and slip it under the defender, but it doesn't quite work. And now Hayamiya trying to get himself back over into the play, and it's back over to Fish, who's chasing back into this orange corner. It finds its way to Remick, finds its way back over towards Hamio, but a little bit past, and that allows Manny to reinsert himself. He gets this back over, centering it up towards the NAU box, but it doesn't find its way in. And now Hayamiya, he smacks it in. You thought for sure that one would be saved, but a fast shot into the bottom left proves to be a little too off-guarding to catch there on the NAU defense. And just like that, Fresno smack in the first, and they're already looking to try and deny any equalizer, but Owl getting this very close to net. It's centering up, in fact, but Manny comes through, gets the ball away, gets it over to Haya actually, and he's trying to see if he can set anything up. It doesn't quite work out, but it's back over to him, back into this blue corner. It's a quick shot, it's not quite on, but Hamio denies. Manny comes through, touches it back over into the NAU corner, and you're seeing Fresno just trying to chase down this ball. They do find it over onto the wall, but Remick gets it quickly away. Hamio gets it high over onto the backboard, but Manny, a touch past, back over to this left wall. Remick still following it, and Fish and Hayamiya looking for some way to get themselves in. They expected a connection there, and none got made, so now they're squandering to try and get themselves back in here, but with only 100 seconds to go, one goal separates these teams. Manny finds the ball, tries to set it up, he gets it over off the backboard, and it does set itself in front of that net, but 90 seconds to go. Still hunting here from Arizona any sort of goal to get themselves back into this game, but 80 seconds now to work with. Manny and Hayamiya getting it very deep here, and he's just gonna hit the shot. Hayamiya slapping in a second, and just like that, it's a 2-0 lead for Fresno. 78 seconds to go, and over on the Arizona side, they are looking to try and get themselves back into this, but right now it is seeming difficult. Owl goes up, gets met by Manny. 65 seconds to go. Hamio getting bumped there, and Fish so close to net but can't find a shot. It's back over to Hamio, back over to Hayamiya, and that one finding its way close but not in. Back over high, where Fish wants to try and set this one up, drops it in front of the net, and Manny comes through to claim a quick shot off his teammate's set, and that secures up a 3-0 lead with 51 seconds to go. Now we find ourselves over into the orange side of the pitch. Ball being quite free from that orange net right now. Fish just waiting in mid to see where this one's going to play. Manny back as well, but he's going to be able to reinsert himself. Remick not quite able to clear that pass. Hayamiya wants to fight back up here, sees it on the wall. Hamio conserving his boost there, and just like that, Fresno State taking game 4 3-0, keeping up their goalless streak in these last 2 games. And we're gonna have to see going into game 5, Fresno's managed to equalize, but will they be able to complete the reverse sweep, or will NAU bite back to try and finish it off in game 5? Nevertheless, we'll get back into it here in just a few seconds as these players just fight to let this ball touch the ground. We fought our way all the way to Game 5, and now we have to see which of these two teams comes away with the win. Fresno's won the last two, NAU won the first two, and now we're here in a best-of-1 to decide the end of this best-of-5 matchup. But it's back over. Fresno immediately getting back into what's been working. They just pressure this ball pretty deep over in front of that NAU goal, and nobody able to get it away, and Hamio just delivers a goal himself. He dies for the trouble, but still is able to deliver, and now we jump back into kickoff number 2. Blazing Owl, can he find himself any sort of pass over? Remick finds it, but isn't quite able to get the shot past the defender. Now they're setting up to try and just slip that goal in past the defensive line. Hamio tries to slap it in, but can't quite find the angle. Owl just trying to keep this ball in offensive play, and Remick tries to catch it there in the corner. Can't quite do it. Hamio manages to force the issue, and actually that ball floating very close to net. Now it's Hyania trying to get it away, and Remick has to clear it out of the corner. We're a minute into the match already, and we're still just seeing back and forth play. Neither team willing to give up an inch, and Manny has to rip the inch right back to tie the game up 1-1. Nice shot and nicely timed play. And Blazing Owl just takes advantage of the next kickoff and smacks in a second to secure up a 2-1 lead. We talked briefly about how quickly those 1-goal leads can turn their head, and in under 15 seconds, we've seen it turn 3 times. Oh my goodness, what a high aerial shot there. Catches it damn near the ceiling and slaps it in to tie this game up 2-2. Well, you really can't predict what's going to happen right now. We're 90 seconds in. We've had 4 goals scored, and this is after the last 2 games with NAU being locked to no goals at all. So this is the first time in a while they're able to break through the Fresno side, and they need to break through it at least one more time, try to get that 1-goal lead right back. Hamio finding the ball. It's going over towards the backboard. Fish going to take it over towards the left wall, and still just trying to fight to keep this ball on the orange side of the pitch. Hamio successful, keeps it into that corner, but with no boost, he can't fight against any more of those defenders, and Hyania able to get it away. Now it's back over. Hamio trying just to deny any sort of passing play. He's successful, and now it's back over to Remick. He goes and meets high against Fish. Hamio to reinsert himself. Does manage to get that ball off the wall, but it's back over into the orange corner, and Manny's looking to chase it. Owl not quite able to hit any connection there on the ramp, and Remick wants to try and slip in a goal, but Fish won't allow it. Back over towards this wall. 2 minutes 30 remaining. We're at the halftime mark, and ever since that rapid exchange of leads leading to the equalized situation we have now, no goals have been scored. Back to Hyania. He does manage to get that one up over onto the right wall now, and Hamio trying to set something up, but can't quite get it past Fish. Owl tries to take a fight himself. A 50 ends it back in the corner. Manny finds the ball so close to net, though, and that is just a pass to the opposition. It's straight in front of the blue side net, and North Arizona give up the third. Fresno take the lead again, and we're about to be into the final 100 seconds. It's about to be do or die time for North Arizona. They have fought their way here, and they are looking to try and fight their way into a win, but they need one more to tie it up, two more, to take the lead. And Remick just trying to get that ball out of harm's way. He does get it over into the orange, and Hamio tries to take a shot, but he's quickly denied. Now back over towards Remick in mid. He gets one more hit over into the orange corner. 80 seconds to play with, so it has to be an attack starting up soon, and a shot almost going in, but Fish's shot denied in the back by Remick. Manny carrying that one just high of net in order to get it away. A risky clear, but a successful one. And Remick, it's back over towards the corner again. Hamio still trying to pressure. A lob sets it back over towards that net. Oh my goodness, and it's a smacked in shot from Owl, but nobody allows it through. Quickly denied, and now the ball finds its way over near the blue backline. Fish setting up for a potential double touch, and he hits it. Manages to smack in another, and that's a 2-goal lead going into the final 48 seconds. NAU, they need 2 now to get themselves back into overtime. They find the ball close to the orange net, and both of these players trying to force the issue, but nobody able to find the goal. And now it's back over into the blue. NAU forced up against their own backboard. They have to try and clear this away. They are able to get a nice touch off an opposing car, but it's not long for this world. It gets hit back up sky high, and now back over towards Owl and Remick, both trapped over towards this left wall. Hamio has to butt hit it. He does successfully do so, but Manny still searching for just an opportunity to score. And as we enter the final 10 seconds, it's looking like Fresno, they've managed to complete the sweep. They were down 0-2, and they bite back with 2 flawless games to get game 5 and come out here and win it all. Fresno State take it against Northern Arizona University 3-2. Wow, some great games in the pitch today. Congratulations, of course, to Simon Fraser University and to Fresno State for both claiming the wins in their matches today. For Simon Fraser, a quick 3-0, and to their opponents, Mitchell will say, great showing, and we'll see you next time. And as for Fresno up against North Arizona University, you gotta give props to Fresno for completing that reverse sweep comeback and really showing North Arizona that they don't go down without a fight. But some great matches on the pitch. We're super happy to see all 4 of these teams, and we're excited to see what they'll do next time.